In December 2022, a young tailor named Osas from Ikpoba Hill, Benin City, Edo State, embarked on a journey that would change her life forever. She thought she was traveling to Akure to finally meet the man who promised her love, care, and a beautiful life. But instead, her journey ended in RIP. This is Crime Wahala, where we bring you real crime stories and bad choices that ends in RIP but leaves you with a lesson for life. Osas was only 23 years old, a hard-working fashion designer, known by her friends as cheerful and full of dreams. She often told her friends, "One day I go get a big fashion shop for this Benin, and I go take care of my mama." But Osas also desired to be loved, and on Facebook she thought she had found it. On Facebook she met a young man who introduced himself as Taye, claiming to be a banker in Akure. He was smooth with words, always complimenting Osas, always telling her, "You deserve better." During their chat on Facebook, Taye would say to her, "Baby, I fit change your life. Trust me, na you I want." Finally, Osas fell for his charm. For 3 months, they were chatting daily. He sent her fake pictures of himself in banking suit and even posed inside the banking hall. He was able to convince Osas that this love is real and that he was real. The attention she was getting from Taye felt like a miracle to her. She told her closest friend about him. She said, "This one no be anyhow guy. He dey serious. He dey plan marriage. I fit relocate go Akure with am." But wetin she no sabi be say na trap dey wait for am for road. Before we narrate what happened later, abeg subscribe and hit the like button. Also comment where you are watching from. On 15th of December 2022, Osas told her mom she was going to visit a friend for the weekend. She packed a small bag, put on her best dress, and carried her phone fully charged. To her, it was the first step into a new future. At the motor park in Benin, she boarded a bus going to Akure. On the way, she kept texting Taye. He assured her, "Baby, don't worry, I will be at the park to pick you." Osas smiled, imagining his arms wide open, or he may even propose at the park. But when the bus finally arrived at Akure, it was already 5 p.m. in the evening. Osas was exhausted and tired. But when she finally saw Taye, Osas was a bit disappointed. There was no car waiting for her. There was no banker's welcome. Taye appeared on foot, urging her to follow him. He said his house was nearby. She trusted him and followed behind him. Now so she followed him, bag for hand, heart full of hope, but hope not a protect person wey don dey blindfolded with love. As they were going, Osas noticed that the street was very quiet. Houses were very few, but Taye kept reassuring her. At a point, she was afraid, but she continued following him because love had brought her this far. When they finally arrived at Taye's place, the house was like an abandoned property in a secluded area, a bit far from the town. That night, Osas realized she was in danger. She wasn't in a banker's house. She was in a criminal's hideout with other 2 men. It was already too late when Osas realized that Taye wasn't a banker. Taye was a part of a dark network, a syndicate specialized in deceiving young girls through social media, only to kill them and sell their body parts. This group preyed on girls like Osas, who are innocent, trusting, and full of dreams. That night, Osas begged Taye and his friends not to kill her. She told them to allow her go. She said, Abeg, una fit carry my bag. Make I dey go back to Benin. I get people wey dey wait for me. But instead of answering her, the men whispered to each other, sharpening knives, making strange phone calls. Osas cried, screamed, and begged for her life, but no one came to save her. Osas became so scared, she grabbed her phone to call her mother, but Taye snatched it from her. He said, "Babe, relax. Now just my guys." He forced a smile. Moment later, 3 masked men entered the room. Osas' world shattered. She realized that there was no love. This was a trap. She pleaded, cried, and begged for mercy. But they had already made up their minds. That night, Osas became another victim. By the next morning, her family could not reach her on phone. Calls went unanswered. Sadly, the young fashion designer from Benin, Osas, was gone. Her body was discovered 4 days later by the roadside in the outskirts of Akure. We also gathered that some of her private body parts were also removed. Her dreams of opening a very big fashion shop in Benin, her laughter, her future were all also removed. Now listen carefully. Every crime Wahala story must teach us something new. The story of Osas is not just another RIP headline. It's a painful reminder that not everyone online is who they claim to be. Every day, young men and women fall into a trap of fake lovers, fake job opportunities, and fake money-making promises. In Nigeria, for example, crime syndicates now use social media as their hunting grounds. So please, if someone you meet online is inviting you to come and visit him, especially in a faraway location, abeg shine your eyes. Always tell your family where you are going to. And secondly, if someone you met online is promising you job offer or make money online opportunity, always investigate deeply before trusting anyone. Because sometimes, behind that sweet smile in a Facebook profile picture, there may be nothing but evil intention. This is Crime Wahala, the story of Osas, the young fashion designer from Benin, who left her home in search of love, but found death. Every of our story leaves you with a lesson. If you have learned anything today, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more. And remember, not every profile you see on social media is genuine. Some are fake. Thank you for your time. I will see you in the next video.